Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 new mods, and wow, what a lot of mods we've got for you today. I think this came out late last night, so I missed it as I was working today, and I've just spent 3 hours going through them all. It's ridiculous. So let's go to the mod hub and have a look in there. And we have loads of mods today, crazy. Right, we got a update for Mill Landscape Midland, and saying was that Vaderstad fixed, some collisions and split shapes removed. Right, well, we're not bothering looking at that. Then we have the Big Brute by Black Sheep Modding. Big Brute 425100, which is the big old sprayer. Then we have a grain leveler for leveling grain, and that's by Tark C007. Then we have a Turner TU 1400. Turner by Lizard is a handy tool for ploughing, cultivating, and the other same works. It shows you lifting it up there, so I didn't don't know what that's for all about, but we'll have a look at that. Then we have the Agromasz BM SP. This is a weeder in intercrop seeder. Oh, I see. I thought it's not a seeder. Yeah, it's got a seeder what you can place onto it. The SP200. I take it that's what that is. We'll have a look at that one, and that's by VNS FDG2. I forgot to say that's by AS Agri, and we got Tartsy one. Then we move on to the Vaderstad top-down cultivator, and that's by Melody 98. Christ, there's loads of stuff. Fair play. Then we have the Case IH the Case IH14, which is a small. Well, it does look like that could be a plow, but it's probably more likely a cultivator, and that's by Gary Modding, AAA Modding. Then we have awesome bit of kit of that, the Wilson Pacesetter Super B by Stephen Baran Custom Modding. Now that looks pretty nice bit of kit. Capacity 60,000. Is that all the capacity is? That is crap. 60,000 for pulling 2 trailers round? I don't think so. Not when we got trailers which hold 60,000. That's pants. Then we have the Kuhn Verymaster 153 4+1 by Agri X1, and that's a 2.5 meter working width plough. Then we have the Lemkin Sapphire 8 by STV Modding. Then we have a Selfmade Selfmade 800 kilo weight, and that's by Rick Black Label TWD Modding. Then we got the Toldi 14, which, oh, I see, it's got a dolly attachment for it. Toldi 14 trailer includes the configuration, £18,000, and it's got a dolly. Okay, it's a little bit different. So only 18,000 per capacity though. That's not a lot, is it, really, for the size of that trailer? And we have Giants Island 09 map by Full Power Shift. So that's I did enjoy that map previous, so we'll have a look at that one. I'll do a map tour on that one as well. Then we have a small BGA. This small 32 kilowatt BGA is intended to use the silage surplus of animal remains meaningful. Consumption per second 3 litres. bunker capacity 10,000, so it doesn't hold that much then really. But and that's by Lemken, and they just don't end, do they? They're never ending. Then we have a placeable ramp, where we had this in fs19, and it's a loading ramp by Mapper's Paradise. Then we have a placeable large cow pasture, an even larger cow pasture on the water, and straw is brought directly to the pasture with seating under the trees, where you can relax and watch their beloved animals for a few minutes. And that's by @ZVR. Then we got some galvanized gates, 4 and 5 meters in width, by Nico Pixes. Then we have some bunched firewood, which is a placeable, which can be used as a placeable object to decorate your farm. And that was by Kamahuru. Then we have the valzelli VI140 trailer, capacity 31,000. So we'll have a look at that one as well. And that's by Morazid and Marco, Fiat 850, Agra Futura, and the rest of it we can't see because it should be in the mod hub. I'll tell you what, this has been on the list for ages. Slurry tanker 14 with injector. Now I thought we already got one of these, very similar with a small little injector on the back, and that's by Turbo Gamer. Then we have the SX Heavy Pack update. SX Heavy Pack 3-axle truck with hook lift. See, it's an update. Well, we didn't even get the SX Heavy Pack. We didn't have this. This is brand new for us. Added IT and HKL version, and that's by FA285634. And I forgot the Mercury Farms update. Fixed popular bales from disappearing when entering the sawmill area. Fixed the cow pig manure leaking through the walls. Fixed an issue with 3-door sheds. Replacing US building for better performance and hopefully slot count. Added option to hide or remove all fences and hedges at the general maintenance hut around the vehicle shop grains sell point. Oh, okay, that could be interesting. Added fuel tanker in miscellaneous section for buying and selling diesel. About time, so we can sell fuel now. The dirt track leading up to sawmill can now be owned and terraformed. Adjusted various sound levels, various texture and other fixes. Right, so that's it then. That is the Mercury Farm, the SX pack. Yeah, we're done. Wow, this is going to take ages. Righto, well I think we'll do the updates separately, especially the updates on Mercury Farm. We'll have to do a separate vid on that, I think, and I might do a separate vid on a few of the other ones because time is getting on for me tonight, but we'll see how things go. Righto, well that is your lot for today, and what a lot it is. Right, so first off we've got the itrunners hook lift, the new hook lift. Now this is your 8-wheel drive, and I just wanted to stop here because you can see the movement on the suspension and it's pretty awesome. Now this one has got the rear wheel steer, and the turning radius on it for such a long truck is awesome, absolutely awesome. It's a truck I would use now, simple as that. With that steering, that is bloody awesome, really good. Now you've got a couple of power ratings on that. Let's get the back end off so we can just have a look there a minute. Oh, let's jump out and we'll have a look around there. Now we've got all the nice shiny colours again. There is a huge selection of colour options. Let's go to the shop and I will show you what I mean. See, we've got the main colour and we've got all these different colours, loads of different colours. The same thing again, whereas it's the metallic option. And rim colours, you've got all the different ones. You didn't have any chrome ones though, which I was surprised. So these are all the extra ones, what you get in your metals and your greys and what have you. And then your design colour, which is the stripe on the bonnet or hood. There you go. It's bloody camera. There it is. You can see it there now. And then we've got the trail bogs and your lizards, where your lizards are your standard sort of tyres. And then it's this engine setup. Look, we've got 500 horsepower. Click over 875 horsepower for 7.5 grand. Now it's 195 grand to buy standard. You can see it there. And it is £10,021 to lease. But it is a cracking mod. Well, let's put the chainsaw away, we don't need that. Minus 30 slots, so it is quite a few slots, but a very detailed bit of kit. It's like when you look into the back, it's so clear, it really is. You can see right through. And then we go on to have a look on the hook lift on the back. Like these hoses, they look awesome, fair play, they really do. Proper job. So lighting wise, it has just got the one set of lights, which I was surprised about really, and then obviously reverse lights on there, indicators which are they're full, which is quite nice. I like them. On that side, but it is the power. We are right, we go from a start off. This is the 875 horsepower, and we got 45,000 litres, and yeah, alright, we're going downhill as well, but it just pulls. And the other thing I found was taking bends at speed. It did it. Look at that. It handles quite well. It does go to slip, but you just got to control it a little bit, and jobs are good. And we're slowing down a little bit up that hill. And I did nearly tip it, so you've got to be careful with it. Couple of things I don't like about it and annoyed me. First thing was, I was like, right, we got 875 horsepower, so it means we can pull some serious trailers. Not without a trailer hitch, you know. Couldn't believe there's no trailer hitch for it. Gutted, absolutely gutted. And it would have been nice if there was a fifth wheel, because originally I was going to try out those other trailers and try them all out and see what it pulled like, but no, that's not gonna happen. No hitch on the back. And I thought, oh, it's in the options. No, it's not. There is no bloody hitch. So what's going on, modders? You've taken away a hitch. All the other IT runners have got a hitch, so we can hitch up the IT runner trailer, but no, not this one. Anyway, nice mod though. Right, then we've got so much to go through today, it's crazy, and I've only got a set amount of time to get it all done, so let's crack on. We have the Pacesetter Super B, awesome bit of kit. Now I did expect these to be bigger, because I was thinking it's only 60,000 litres for capacity, it's 30,000 in each one, and how realistic does that look? Look at these hoses. These are the first trailer hoses I've seen for semis. But yeah, the detailing on it, obviously this is the stainless steel version, and they're 80 grand to buy, which is not too bad. But what the thing about it, you'll pull in all that 60,000. We've got semi trailers which take 60,000, so I suppose it is different pulling all that. But that's why it would have been nice if they could have had extended ones of these. So they were at 60,000 each, maybe, you know. We got a nice big truck. Well, what we can't. And if they changed this, gave this the extra horsepower, that 875, that would be awesome. Really would. But very detailed looking mod. It's £4,080 to lease, and it is only minus one slot. How amazing is that? One slot. I thought, oh, I must have bought it already. It's like, no, it is one slot. Obviously you drop the grain on the bottom there. It's got your grain chutes coming out underneath, so there's no tipping or any of that malarkey. You got the covers on. Well, let me go on the top there. I filled them all up to check and see if they're all working, and they're working all fine. I just haven't dumped any off yet. Now, same the lighting on these. We've got a few lights on the side as well. Pretty cool. It's just, you got a serious amount of wheels on this wagon. Whoa! Should be looking for cars really, shouldn't I? Right, so let's try. I should have put a silo really, and then we could have dropped it into a silo. Unload here. Yeah, and I think you're gonna have to watch it when you're unloading like that, because you can end up getting stuck. If you don't move far enough, then I reckon you'll get stuck. Stop coming out. And that doesn't seem to be having a problem. Unload the back one now. I like that bit of animation on that door as well. That's pretty cool, I like that. It's not the quickest for unloading, I suppose, but then if it was too quick it'd dump out and you would be stuck. But yeah, nice mod. You can de-link them like that, and then you can link this up to something else, do what you want with it. Use that back one as a semi, link up the other trailer we got. Is it the Pacesetter? No, the other Wilson. Was it a Wilson? I can't remember. Let's have a quick look. What was the other big trailer? Yeah, we've got the Distinction at 56,000, and yeah, it was the Wilson at 60,000. That's the split load one. So yeah, there's you could link one of those up. But it's nice to have something different. You've got all the chrome wheel options. I put the chrome wheels on. It looks really nice. Bit of kit, fair play. Next we have the valzelli. I think that's how you do it. VI140 trailer. Now this is 31,000 litre capacity, and it costs 22 grand. And that's not too bad. That's pretty cheap. £1,122 to initial leasing costs, and then it is minus 17 slots. Well, it's 31,000 capacity for the larger model. The standard one comes with a 27,000, so if you want 31,000 it costs you an extra 3 grand. Then we have a good choice of the design colour, which is £100, and then the rims 300 quid, and then you've got your main colour as well for your chassis and what have you, and that is 500 quid. And trouble or Michelin tyre, you can have Michelin for an extra £1,000. So there we go, we've got the hoses all linked up. Tidy job there. Let's go and fill it up and see what it tips like. So we've got the grain door on there as well. Grain door back, that's your lot. We'll have a bit of silage, that'll do. So it said it was 31,000. Yeah, and that looks about right. Spot on. Now this seems to be our dumping ground, so we will let's turn back round in the sun. Right, there we go. Unload here. That's nearly dropped. Is that going to drop the whole trailer without going forward? That is. That's the. Whoa, that's nearly taken all of it. And it's a little bit stuck there. So let's put it on the grain door. It won't let me do that till that drops down. Get a lighting on it. And it has got the rear wheel steering. Does make a big difference when you are reversing these trailers with the rear wheel steer. Right, try grain door, tip side back, tip side grain door. And there it goes. Bit of a cloud of dust there as well. Cool. Nice trailer. No hitches on the back though, so you can't link them up. But never mind, you can't have it all, can you? Next we've got the Lizard Toldi 14 trailer. Now this is £25,365 to buy, and you can lease it for £1,293. Now it is minus 14 slots and does hold 18,000 litres. Now it has got a couple of different options for the split, because it is two trailers on one chassis basically. You can use it with this dolly. Now this dolly is just an extra separate in the under dollies basically, and that is £2,590 to buy and £132 to lease, and that's minus 5 slots, which is a fair few slots. There are a few different rim colours. The design colour is orange, red and dark orange, and then you've got rim colours orange, red and white, and your main colour, that was only, I can't remember what that was. Yeah, you've got orange, red and dark orange for the design colour, and then the rim colour is orange, red and white, and then main colour, you've only got a few of those, which is the dark green, dark blue or black. But you've also got the option to tip left side active or right side active, and then we've also got quite a few configurations on the tyre options. In a little bit closer, you can see that's more of a sort of rugged tyre, and then your standard pneumatic. Yeah, so a little bit different, a few extra options there. Cheap mod, cheap trailer. Well, it's always the same, I always want them to be a little bit more. So this one you can use it with the dolly and it won't hitch up to that. That's strange because that is a trailer hitch. Right, so we can just disconnect the dolly and then it drops down like that. What I like about this dolly as well is you've got all the hoses coming through linked up to it. Get over, come on. You know, the detail is absolutely awesome on this, really is. Proper job, even down to the brake lines there. If I can get in and have a look. Nice job. Nice. Right, let's pull that. Actually, we may as well use it. So tip side, front body, back body, front body, back body. So you've just got the option to tip either one. So it is a split load, which is can be handy. So that's a little bit off, but never mind. It might be that station. Unload here, and they are just side tippers, which they're handy side tippers because it doesn't dump your crap in the way, and you can have multiple. So it looks like it'll only let you tip. Oh, hang on, did I have it on the wrong one selected? Unload here. Yeah, why will it only let me tip one? Stop unloading, unload here, and then if I select onto the other one, it won't let me unload. So there's a little glitch with that one then, because I can't unload the front trailer. Yeah, I tip it, won't have it. Oh, hang on, tip back, front, yeah, sorry, me, you've got to select it on the options there and not select it on the tractor. There's me scrolling around on this, and it's not. Right, so that resets down. Yeah, it's hold down the R1 button on PlayStation, tip side front body, tip side back body. Oh, of course, there's me messing around with that. That front one's a dolly. There's me thinking it was two trailers. It's not. It's only one bloody trailer in it. Come on, sort your head out. So yeah, that all works. All fine. Indicators going on it. No side lights. There's something a little bit different. Right, next we've got a new front weight, and this is a Selfmade 800 kilo front weight. £800 to buy, £40 to lease. And when I first looked at it, I thought I was on the wrong way around, but no, that is the setup of it basically. You haven't got any colour options for it, and it's minus 2 slots. Right, on to the next, and we have this weeder, the Agromasz. Now this has been giving me a bit of a nightmare because I was trying to get it all working and I can't get it working with these two implements go together, and I couldn't suss it out. So I'm going to leave them. They've done my head in for too long and time is getting on, so we are going to look at those on the next new mods, and I will actually work out what's going on, because that's meant to work with it and I couldn't get it attached, so there's something I'm not doing. But let's go on to things we do know about. So here we have the Turner TU 1400, and this is quite a handy bit of kit. From first I thought, what the hell is that? And it acts as a front weight and also a turner. Now it's £650 to buy and £33 for initial leasing costs, and you can change the colour to whatever you want for 100 quid, minus 7 slots, and it is 1400 kilo capacity. But the great thing about this is you lower it down and then you can turn. Look at that. Awesome. So they've got a video of this being used on the mod hub, and the whole idea was using it with sort of a plow or something like that. It just helps you turning. And it just so happens we have a plow. To look at today as well is the Case IH14. Oh, I suppose we better have a quick look at it first, haven't we, really? So here's the Case IH14 plow. Now it says it was like 4-in-1 as well, and I didn't quite get what that was all about. I think it was this one. What was that? So yeah, it's 10 grand to buy, so quite cheap for a plow, really. £510 for your initial leasing costs at 7 mile an hour working speed, and it is 3 meters wide. You need 180 horsepower to run it, which I thought that was quite a lot, but I suppose it is ploughing. But if it was 4 meters, I'd have thought, but you know. Thing with some of these mods, they are a little bit more than you thought. So we can allow you to create fields, and I'll tell you what, let's just turn that off a minute, just so we're not missing anything on the plow. I don't think it does. We've got any other things? No, we haven't. We just load it. Allow you to create fields, lower it down, and it plows. So the whole idea of the turner, let's do it in the sun. So you can turn around conventionally like that, or the other way of doing it is you can come down, select it, drop it down, and then spin yourself around, which with a bit of practice you could do this pretty quick. Now you can't use a worker for this. If you do a worker now, yeah, see, it just does whatever you leave it. If you set it up or set it down, then the worker will just work. So going on, having a look at this plow. Now it did say a working speed of 7 mile an hour. Pressing the wrong button, we don't want that down, get that up. There's not much animation. I suppose it is hard to show actual ploughing though. But it works, it ploughs. Next, we better do the cultivator, because we won't be able to use the seeder. I think, yeah, that seeder. See, now these seeders, let's do the seeder first. The Lemkin Sapphire It's a little saphir, the Lemkin Sapphire 8. So this is a new seeder, 44 grand to buy. Let's drop that down, spin around into the sun. Now this has been, well, we'll just see if we can plant crop here. Let's just put the worker on and see what happens. No, he's not going to do it whatsoever. But that on the front, that is for breaking up soil. So I don't know what, understand that really. So 44 grand to buy and £2,244 for initial leasing costs. And it is same as everything, quite detailed mod. Got a little toolbox on the side for it there. 600 litre capacity on the seed, doesn't fertilise, and is a 3 metre wide, and you need minimum 110 horsepower. So we open the cover and the ladder jumps down, so you can jump on the top. Whoa, yeah, nice looking, nice mod. They're all nice mod. It'd be great when we have a crap one, I can really slate it, but it's not gonna happen, not on fs19, no way. Right, so we drop that down and let's put the work on. And we are seeding. I must have the worker on buy seed. So let's have another look again. It's time to put the worker on at 2 miles an hour. We've got a lot of dust coming out of this one. Looking good. Looking good. So that is the Lemkin Sapphire 8. Then we've got the Vaderstad top down 500 cultivator, £69,000 to buy. £3,519 initial leasing costs, and it is 7 slots. Excuse me. You need 250 horsepower, which I thought that was quite a lot for a 5 metre cultivator. And I'll tell you what, I thought the work is not going to work. Yeah, we've got a lot of animation going on this one. It has got a 10 mile an hour working speed on it. But yeah, that looks pretty cool, that does. Nice. I like the way the wheels lift down in, drops down. Lift cultivator. proper job. Highly detailed again. It all is, isn't it? Fair play. It all looks pretty realistic. Even down to the rubber on those tyres. No hydraulic hoses though running. Right, we are flying through because we have to, because we got so much. Here it is, here's the big brute. Awesome bit of kit. And they have done, this came out on fs19, and when it came out it was like, yeah, awesome, we can use this for other things, and it was like, no you can't, because all you can do is spray crops with it. And it was like, right, okay, so it's just a crop sprayer, yeah. But this time they have an attacher, so we can use it for other things. Well, you can pull stuff with it, because every now and again you might need to, and the option is there. Now, detail on it on this is 10 times as good as what it was on fs17. It was quite a basic one. Well, it is a basic tractor basically, isn't it? It's a beast. It's a brute, the big brute. Now it costs 195 grand to buy the base one, and £9,945 to lease it. 425 horsepower. It does hold 6,200 litres of either fertilizer or digestate. You can have rims, we've got colour white and black, and you can also have the chromes, which I've got here. And then you can have these narrow tyres as well. So I'll put the narrows on because we always use the bigger. Narrow tyres are £1,000, so they cost more for smaller tyres. But spinning around, we've got the door opening as last time, and then we can unfold it. Now it is a 33 metre boom on it. And I probably should have waited to unfold that really, but let's go up in the field. Hopefully we get there. And it's flying. Yeah, we're not getting through that bit, are we? No. So we'll try that again. Let's get her unfolded. It's got the indicators on the back there. And then you can raise and lower the boom, turn it on. You don't have access. Oh well, I won't tell anyone. Whoa, hang on, you're not using your implement. If you're catching on the hedges, lift it up. So yeah, 15 mile an hour working speed. Top speed of 37 mile an hour though on the road, which is pretty cool. Now inside, they've updated this as well. This is all changed slightly. I'm sure it was a lot more basic. We didn't have this screen in there and what have you before. No pedal action. We've got indicators on the dashboard, and then high beam, and then working speedo and rev counter, and probably fuel gauge as well by the looks of it. Oh yeah, let's look where you're going instead of looking at the fuel gauge. Oh, I thought I was unfolded. moving on, we are on the home straight on the last final ones. We have a small BGA, the wild back biogas. Now this is £124,000 and £800 to buy, minus 7 slots, and it says £50 maintenance a day. And this is intended just to get rid of any of your, if you don't own biogas and you just want a little biogas, then this is what you use to get rid of it. As I'm sure it said, it only took it was about 10,000 a day, I think it was. Now I did try this with a trailer and it wouldn't let me unload with a trailer, where it is you have to do it with a shovel or a bucket. And it didn't like it as well. You had to get the right tip, and then yeah, you can see it's filling up there, and then it's going down there now as well. I think you get the money after 12 o'clock again, because you don't get it straight away. But yeah, it's a nice mod. Got the scales on there, obviously. I don't think there's a lot going on right in the back. No, there isn't. So yeah, if you want a small little biogas, there it is. Right, so next we have the placeable ramp. 8 grand minus 2 slots. So you can use this for what? Loading. Place it where you want, and then the ramp comes up, and the whole idea is you bring your trailer up to it and then you can load up, especially if you want to load vehicles or anything. Now the last one we had, it wouldn't let you go over those stops. Yeah, and that looks pretty much the same. So it just gives you an elevated position. If you need a ramp for anything, there it is. Easy as. But a nice looking thing. Next, we have bunched firewood, £50 minus 5 slots, and it looks like bunched firewood. Basically it is a decorative item. You don't do anything with it apart from look at it, place it on your farm, make it look like you've got loads of firewood. Easy one. Moving on, we've got some gates. We've got a 4 meter and a 3 meter gate. No, a 4 meter and a 5 meter gate. So this is, you can place this anywhere you want really. And I did wonder, I meant to open them earlier, so it depends which way you want. The only thing is you don't know which way they open until you place it half the time. Now these are £1,240 minus 1 slot. The 4 meter one is exactly the same money as the 5 meter one, and it is a galvanised gate. That looks to me pretty galvanised. A bit of rust on there though, or is that mud? Oh, I didn't notice that earlier off the ground a little bit. It's probably just at the angle because it's on a slope, so you'll have to bear that in mind. It probably would have been alright if it was facing the opposite way. Then we have a huge cow pasture. See, you've got all this section around the back, so it is quite a large placeable. 200 cows is quite expensive. £350,000 to buy, and it's minus 18 slots. Now this is your milk. I've checked it all out and it is working. We should be, let's go to the animals now, double check. Yeah, we're generating every 600 hours, which, all right, I've only got 2 cows. That's a long time. this is where your feed is, your feeding trough. Your trigger is just here. You come around to this side, then we've got your animal dialogue for loading your animals in if you want to do it that way. Slurry point, manure point. Now you've got the gates, they're open because I opened them up earlier. Even down to this fencing in the barbed wire. It looks pretty cool, I like that. Let's get in there a bit closer. Get out of the sun a little bit, that's a bit better. Yeah, nice bit of barbed wire. But even these fence posts, detailed mod. Right, getting back, this is the straw. That's a straw point there, and then we've got the water tip point there. So tip point for water, tip point for straw. And then going inside, these doors don't actually open, which I was surprised about. I thought, well, what's the point of having these massive doors if you can't get in here? But I suppose we don't have to muck it out or anything. Well, you can get in there through this way, but you'll have to come round the fence. Same with this one. So you'll have to come round the back. And that is the lot for today. Apart from, we've got a little update for Mercury Farms. So let me just go and get in a tractor. Well, I'll tell you what, we can just walk there. Now, I did this earlier. One of the updates is you can remove all the hedge collisions. Now, I did this earlier and it seriously, the frame rate dropped dramatically. I think there is a huge problem with it. The other thing he's done is he's revamped this so we can actually buy fuel from here and then sell it down at the garden centre. And then if you come over to this shed, now before I go in here, I'm just going to save the game and save the video from where I am, just in case it crashes, and then I'll start the video. So now we're round the back, it's all saved, and I hope the frame rate doesn't drop dramatically like it did. And we have this general maintenance shed. Now as you come up, you see on the help window there it says hide removable fences, so you can get rid of them. Now press the button, we have a frame rate problem. Now I'm not sure if this is doing this because it's removing all the fences, but everything seems to be, oh there we go, yeah it is. So it's just while they're all being removed, you don't want to do anything because otherwise you're gonna lose something. You might crash the game. And there we go, we got all the fences are gone. So now we've just got hedges, which is pretty cool. So if I know a lot of people it did annoy, so now it doesn't annoy you anymore. You can just get rid of it. Simple as, really is. Yeah, so I will do, we've also got the Giants map as well, which I haven't got time, we haven't got the time to have a look at today, to be honest. It's 10 o'clock at night now, and I'm just finishing the video, and I've got to edit it, and this ain't going to be up till at least probably 12:30, something like that. So I would do the Giants map tour hopefully tomorrow. I'm currently working at the moment, so time is, well, I haven't got much time on my hands, but we'll try and do a map tour in the next couple of days or so. So we will leave it there for today because I am absolutely knackered and it's getting late and we need to get this video done. Now there's a few items I did, there was another one I forgot, which was the Kuhn Very Master cedar. I think it was a cedar, so we will have a look at that next time. Also with this bit of kit here on the left hand side, and get that working because I'm not sure what the crack is with that, but all will become clear. I just haven't got the time at the moment. It's a crazy amount of time it takes to do a video and upload, but I like doing it, so let's just get it done. Righto, well, if you've enjoyed this episode, I know it was a little bit of a long one, I tried to condense it as much as possible, then please give me a like. And if you haven't already subscribed and would like to see more content, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Till the next time, goodbye.